Alrighty, guys, we're in here. Early week matchup preview video. It's Tuesday. It's me and Mug Jankers coming up. This is week 9, I think. Week 9. Yep. Last week, I drew Nick. Didn't know how it was going to go. I felt kind of bad for my team. We were projected not too great. I believe me and Nick were within a few points. Projections in the 80s maybe. Games came around. My guys stepped up, played well. Nick had a lead over me coming into Monday night, coming into last night, the Halloween game, by about 3 points, I believe. I felt okay. I had a kicker. Usually kickers, you don't want to feel good about a kicker having to get you like 10, but you feel pretty good about a kicker getting you 5, as opposed to maybe a position player who's not as reliable. They could easily get you 1 or 2, but a kicker is usually going to get you a few points. And Blair Walsh filled in for Justin Tucker, got me only 4, but I didn't need much more from him because I had big Jordan Howard coming off the bench versus a supposedly sturdy Minnesota defense. Last week I griped about to ESPN about Jordan Howard. Projected him for about 4.5, 4.6 points. I said it was Bush League. Said I'd have to talk to the guys upstairs. I did. I didn't change it. I don't know what got in their heads. But Jordan Howard went ahead and dropped a little over 26. Huge game from Jordan Howard. Looks like he's carved his starting spot out over Langford and Kadeem Carey, just from the looks of how he played last night, especially against a supposedly pretty good defense from Minnesota. So Jordan Howard looks great. He should have that starting spot, although he's on bye this week. That's last week. We're getting that out of here. I pulled out the W by about 20 points, maybe a little bit more. It was a good week for me. This week, I'm drawing Brooks. Jamie beat Brooks last week, unfortunately. Hate to see it. Like Brooks' team. Don't really like Jamie's. But I draw Brooks this week, and Brooks only has 1 bye, I believe. I think Steve Novak, his kicker. That shouldn't be a problem at all. But I got a lot of buys this week. What do I got? I got 6 buys, 5 of which would be starters. We got the Cardinals, we got Edelman, we got A.J. Green, Tyler Eifert, especially after the way he played last week, 16. He would be a starter this week. And, of course, Jordan Howard with the huge 26-point game is also a buy. I'm bringing in some subs. Sproles played well for me last week. He's coming in at sub. Forte gets the start, of course. He dropped 22 last week. He's going to go ahead and start also. Bringing in Tavon Austin. Tavon's played okay for me. He's been up and down. I need him to be up this week if I want to beat Brooks. I would start maybe some other people. I'd love to go Tyler Eifert, Delaney Walker at the flex, but he's on bye. Chris Hogan's also on bye. A.J. Green, bye. For some reason, Doug Martin doesn't want to come back. He needs to shape up because it's ridiculous at this point. I know he suffered a setback, but sooner or later you got to play, man. Tampa Bay needs you to play. And we don't even know when he's coming back. It's been questionable for about 2 or 3 weeks. He's had his bye. He's had time. It's starting to upset me a little bit. Doug Martin, you need to come back for your team. But, on top of all of this, I don't feel too bad. I mean, I drew Mug Jankers, who has got a good team. But right now, I've got 2 guys out. He's got Novak starting still with a bye. He's got plenty of time to fix that. He's projected for 79.4. I've got Cardinals D on the bye. Julian Edelman on the bye. They're both starting, so I'll fill them in. I'm still projected for 72.3, so the line is 7.2 in favor of Brooks, but I feel okay. I have the number 1 waiver wire spot. I've been sitting on that waiver wire spot just because my team's been playing well. I have no reason to use it at the moment. So, I've been saving it up, and now that's what you get for saving it up. I got a time to use it now. It's I'll probably need to pull out some strings. I may try to pull a trade with somebody if somebody's looking for some pieces. I could maybe pull one of those, but if not, I got the waiver wire. I've already got my eyes on a couple of talented guys. We're gonna get some fill-ins in. Once Brooks gets his kicker in, he'll probably be projected for 85, 86. Once I fill in for Edelman and the Cardinals D, figure I'll be about the same. So it'll be a heck of a game. It sort of looks shaping up to be like me and Nick last week, with kind of no clear-cut winner, looking like there's going to be low scores, which I'm fine with my guys are grinders. We know how to play. We're 7-1, no biggie. Marcus Mariota continue to roll versus Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor's been playing great. I like to have him on my team. He's coming against Seattle. They're gonna feast on him. Mariota gets the check there. Forte Ingram, I don't know about Ingram. I think he's going to run up against that San Fran team. And, unless Drew Brees does something, I mean, Drew Brees is capable, but we'll see about Mark Ingram. I give Forte the check there as well. I'm bringing in Sproles off a big game. Little safety valve player for Wentz, Swiss Army knife. Once he gets those Flintstone legs removing, he's a danger in the backfield. I expect him to play okay against New York. He's got Frank Gore. Gore's going to get his points. Gore's projected for 10.9. That's not off at all. He's got Jones. He needs a big game from Jones. Jones kind of checked out last week, I believe. Yeah, he checked out last week, but he doesn't do that too often. He's playing against Tampa Bay secondary, who got wrecked last week. Who did they play? No, I don't want to see that. I'm not sure exactly who Tampa Bay played, but they just got wrecked last week. So I think it was it Oakland maybe? Carr, 500 yards, 4 TDs, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Expect Julio to have a big game, which is a problem for me because I don't have many points to give. So Julio, need to keep him under wraps. Crabtree, coming up against Denver. I feel okay with that matchup. I feel like Aqib Talib maybe if he draws him. Get a little Chris Harris action on him. Hopefully Crabtree, he's looking at 7.7 right now. I'd love that. I bet he gets a touchdown. It's easily in the mid-teens. Still got Delaney versus Barnage. It's a wash maybe. I like Delaney. ESPN sometimes doubts him. I'm high on him. I got Emmanuel Sanders, feeling okay. Jay Stu should probably do some work against LA this week, especially on a bounce back. Coming off a good victory versus a stingy Cardinals D. I'm looking for Jay Stu to do okay. I got to get my D in. He's got Broncos D versus Oakland. That's hard to. I mean, it's hard. You'd figure the Broncos to crush them. You probably will. But Oakland doesn't need too many opportunities to throw some rocks in the air, get Crabtree, get Amari Cooper, some touchdowns. I'd love it if the Broncos got what they're projected for, about 6. That'd be awesome for me. I call that a win. Then I got Tucker, number 3 kicker, coming, but he's playing Pitt. He's playing my guy's Pitt. So I can't wish Tucker great things, but I think Tucker will be fine. I think Pitt will going to stall him. So maybe Tucker can get some field goals. We'll see. It's a close matchup. It'll be one to watch this week. I'm 7-1. I'm looking to pull through. Now, see, this is the great thing about me getting 5 buys. Me and Curly were talking about it earlier. If you can pull through a week with 5 buys, especially with our 6 buys with 5 of your starters, that shores you up for the next few weeks to do great. As we know, we're in the middle of the season. Everybody's got buys. This week, I believe, and next week are the weeks with the 2 biggest buys. Everybody's going to be a little hurt. Who can capitalize? Playoffs starting to shake out a little bit. Middle of the pack is they're still jockeying for position, so we'll see. Big week ahead. I call my victory versus Brooks. I'm gonna get a Jacko's countdown video up either today or tomorrow. I think I'm probably gonna do, from what the discussion sounds like in the group me, maybe a video of power rankings. I'd love to tackle that. That's something that I haven't done yet. I think it's a challenge I'd be willing to take on. I hope I have your guys' confidence. And, I'll big week ahead. A lot of buys. A lot of question marks in the league. A lot of guys chomping at the bit. We'll see what happens. I like my chances this week. 8-1. Continue to ride the wave. Sorry, Brooks. Congratulations with the job opportunity, but I got to knock you down a peg this week. Talk to you guys later. Have a good one. See you guys.